Hey everyone, I've moved my reviews around. I'm going to do this one first. This is Star Wars Rebel Rising by Beth Revis. This is one of the latest young adult novels to come out in the new canon. I'd like to first thank Disney Lucasfilm Press for sending me a copy to review, as well as a copy of Guardians of the Whills by Greg Rucka, which we will be reviewing soon on this channel. This is the story of Jyn Erso from when she was a kid on to when she's broken out of Wamboni prison camp by the Rebel Alliance. This is her training by Saw Gerrera and what she did after he abandons her, which is briefly mentioned in Rogue One. So first, let's talk about the continuity of this book. This book is full of a lot of continuity. I was shocked. Yes, I talk about the EU having a lot of continuity and James Luceno having a lot of continuity, even in the new canon. But this had more continuity than Catalyst, the Rogue One novel, did. I was shocked. Because I noticed continuity with Catalyst, of course, that's one of the big ones. The Rogue One novelization, which is another big one. But also Dave Filoni's Clone Wars, which a lot of people have been pulling stuff from because, as you know, if you watch the show, Saw Gerrera is actually a character in it in Season 5. And it talks about the incident that happened to cause Saw to be the way he is. Lots of others. I even noticed a slight connection to Timothy Zahn's Thrawn novel that got released a few months ago. Just so enriched in the continuity, especially in the beginning. It goes out on its own for a while and it's really good. But the bad of this book, there really isn't any, and here's why. It's a young adult novel. Young adult novels are a lot like The Hunger Games or Divergent. Those are the popular ones. And we can be honest, they aren't well written. And compare that to something like an adult novel. We'll take Timothy Zahn's Thrawn novel. Very well written, very good story, and this is similar to that, and it's really good. Yes, it's written on a younger reading level, but it's still, as an adult, I got something out of it. And I was very entertained, and I thought it was very good for adults as well as young adults. It has the appeal for kids. I mean, there's a little romance that happens in there, but it's not overshadowed by that. I thought it was going to be, Jyn falls in love, Jyn has a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. It turns out to be a boyfriend. And that was going to be, the end of that. But no, she does. And it goes horribly wrong. That's the story of Jyn Erso, though. Things start to go well for her, or as well as they can be, and it gets thrown in the garbage, and Jyn's left on her own. And it really delves into the psychosis that is really talked about in the Rogue One novelization. Every time something goes right for Jyn, you're oh no, something bad's going to happen. And you know something bad's going to happen, and then it turns out to be actually worse than you thought it was going to be. And that, to me, is really good writing. Jyn Erso has a terrible life for most of her childhood. Her mother's killed in front of her. She assumes that her father just abandoned her. Saw abandons her. Some other people she likes either die or leave her. It's very sad. It's very touching. And I believe it's a story that's well worth your time to pick up. In my rankings of the new canon books, this is number 3. I'm not kidding. Adult and young adult, this ranks 3rd. So well written, so shockingly good. I hope that Beth Revis writes more Star Wars, because I'd love to read more from her. Anyway, everyone, have a nice day.